Hello everyone and welcome to Forever Football. And some breaking news in the football world is that the FIFA 21 top 100 ratings have been released. So we're going to get stuck into the top 100, see what's happening, see who the best players are, who's missed out, and who has climbed, who has fallen. So without any further ado, let's check out what is going on. Right, and the immediate thing is that the highest rated player on FIFA this year is Lionel Messi. And whether you agree on, who had the best season and stuff like that, for me, I find it difficult to justify how Messi continues to be better than Ronaldo, despite what Ronaldo just keeps on doing. And, it is supposed to be based on the player itself, But, I mean, immediately here, Messi is 35 in defense, 38 in defense, better than Ronaldo. I mean, it's just, there are certain things that always sort of worry me when it comes to FIFA ratings. And, I just think I struggle to see how Lionel Messi is. To be honest, I would have put them on a par as usual. But you have to. I mean, and people will always do this. They will put someone higher just to create a little bit of controversy. But please explain to me how Lewandowski is rated the same as De Bruyne. Lewandowski is the Ballon d'Or winner this year. He would have won the Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry, there's no debate. The best footballer in world football right now is Robert Lewandowski. And if you don't believe that, it just means you are either a Messi or Ronaldo fanboy. You actually have no concept of football and you haven't been watching anything in the last year. Because Lewandowski has been the best footballer of the last 12 months. That is a given. That is a given. That is without, it's not an opinion. It's a fact. He just is currently the best footballer. His numbers were just unbelievable. And as a result of them, Bayern Munich just won so much. I can understand. Obviously, Messi and Ronaldo will always be the top two players. That's kind of a given. But to have Lewandowski on par with De Bruyne and Neymar, come on. Have a little bit of form into this. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne had a fantastic season. Yes, Neymar is playing really well. Yes, Jan Oblak's playing really well. The same as Lewandowski. Not a chance, personally. I mean, yeah, but I mean, before we get to sort of look into the entire thing, let's just have an overview of what Messi got to look at here. So the work rate is medium. I can go with that. Defensive work rate low. Yeah, pretty much. Interceptions 40. Yeah, heading actually. Yeah. So I mean, defensively, see, this is what bugs me. Defensively, all the sort of defensive stats here are terrible. And let's compare that to Ronaldo's. Stamina, strength, stuff, aggression. So marking, standing tackle, sliding tackle are apparently worse than Messi's. Let's actually check this out. Right, so sliding tackle, they're the same. Standing tackle, apparently Messi's a better tackler. Jumping, Ronaldo's obviously better. Interceptions, Messi plays a bit further behind. So, it's difficult, aggression, 44, I can go with that. But, so I'm not entirely sure how he justifies an extra 3 points on the defense. Physicality-wise, Ronaldo will obviously win that. Dribbling-wise, fair enough. Messi will always win that. Passing, it's about right. Shot, Ronaldo's probably got a better shot. Pace. So, it's relatively right here. I can go with sort of, who's better there. Then you look at Lewandowski. Shot, 91. Has Messi got a better shot than Lewandowski? The best striker in the world? No, I don't know. Passing, he's not a great passer. Dribble of the ball, it's about right. Defense, 43. Look, he's a hard worker. 82. Look, you can't argue Robert Lewandowski's physicality. He is immense. Pace, he's not the fastest, so that's fine. Then you look at De Bruyne here. So where's he got one up on Lewandowski? With his passing, fair enough. Dribbling, shot. So he's worse. Defensively, he's better. But he's worse than almost everything else, but now he's rated the same. So I don't agree with that at all. Lewandowski, for me, should have been at least higher than De Bruyne, at least higher than Neymar and Jan Oblak, Virgil Van Dyke at 90. It's fair enough. So that's sort of, let's just look at the top 10. Virgil Van Dyke, Kylian Mbappe. Look, Mbappe worse than Van Dyke. Big call, that. Big call. I personally think Mbappe is better than Neymar these days. Salah, on the same level as Mbappe, same as Mane, same as Ter Stegen. Not sure I go with that. Mbappe's next level. Let's be honest. He is. He's got next level pace. He's playing some tremendously good football at the moment. So not sure I put them on the same levels. Alisson, 90. Look, he's been good. I'll give him that. Ramos, 89. He just does not age. He does not age. The man himself, Manuel Neuer, 89, had a fantastic season. Aguero, Yeah, look, Aguero and Benzema. I mean, Benzema had a better season. Aguero is always injury prone, which always is the issue. Definitely not sure I'd put Casemiro at 89. And then you look at people like Joshua Kimmich, who's at 88. Is he worse than Casemiro? Is Courtois better than Kimmich? I don't know, it's difficult. I find it difficult to justify. I think Kimmich is one of the most underrated players. But I suppose being 19th in the best in the world is recognition to that. And then Toni Kroos rounding up the top 20 with 88 or 54. That must be pace. Yeah. Now, look, Kroos has never been a particularly fast lad. Any standout sort of features here? Any sort of made like 90? You've got 91 for. I saw a 91 for Neuer. That is passing. Yeah, look, he does play like a bloody auxiliary centre back at times. So fair enough. Yeah. So I mean, I'm trying to think of people who've been left out sort of here. Probably Thomas Muller. How does Muller not make the top 20? Actually, how does he not make the top 20? I mean, his stats were incredible. You're telling me that Thomas Muller is worse than Casemiro? Even worse than Kroos at the moment. I think these Bayern players are being hard done by. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 Liverpool players. We've got 1, 2 Barcelona players. You've got a lot of Real Madrid players at the bottom towards there. 1, 2, 3, 4 Real Madrid players, and 3 Bayern players, 1 City player, 2 PSG players, 1 Atletico player. Yeah, I mean, I would have had. I think Muller's been hard done by there personally. Let's move on to the next. So Harry Kane. I'm glad to see Harry Kane gets a bit of recognition because I just think I mean, for me, Harry Kane is, after Lewandowski, the best number 9 in the world. Benzema on form, probably. But, Hazard at 88 is very generous, the fact that he's not fallen. He is very generous at 88. Because he even said, at his own admission, that was his worst season of his career. So an 88 is very generous there. Sterling at 88. Yeah, I can go that part of the ball at 88. Fair enough. Edison, 88. Kante is also lucky because he's been very good, but he probably hasn't been, by his standards, that good. Handanovic at 88, higher than De Gea, is a big call. Koulibaly at 88, yeah, look, he's been immense, so can't really fault him there. 93 for Edison, is that for passing? Yeah, look, the modern goalkeeper, hey, their passing has to be so good, and it really is. But Luka Modric at 29, Cyril Immobile. I mean, what does Immobile have to do before people start rating him? I mean, yeah. He was incredible. He outscored Ronaldo. What a season he's had. And he continues to do it every season. But because he plays for Lazio and he's not a fan favourite, he sits there at 30. I mean, in the same level as Aubameyang. No, I'm sorry. Immobile is better. He's currently playing better football. He's a better footballer right now than Aubameyang is. Bruno Fernandes, 87. First United player, shout out. Then Di Maria, trash. Nobody likes Di Maria anyway. Sancho, 87. Interesting to see. We haven't seen any Haaland yet. Son, yeah, shout out Son because he is. Yeah, I mean, he's become such an incredible player. Suarez at 87. Trent 87. Griezmann 87. Laporte didn't have a particularly good season. I think he could have been a lot better. Szczesny at 87 is a massive call. Is Szczesny a better keeper than De Gea? Look, he's won all the things, but is he? I mean, and De Gea has had a bad season, but is he a better keeper? That for me is a very, very big call. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. That's the 40. Then let's move on to Then we've got Firmino at 87. What's a shot? 80 shot. Doesn't score any goals. Dribbling 90, I can go with that. Defense 61. I mean, he works hard, but I mean, shot for an 80. I mean, that's his highest. I mean, third highest attribute. Yeah, I suppose. But that is kind of the problem with Firmino. That his third highest attribute is shooting as a striker. Bernardo Silva didn't do much this season, so I think lucky to still be in this high up. Robertson's just been getting better and better. Fabinho had a very solid season. Yeah, I can't really argue with Keylor Navas. Sergio Busquets, for me, that's quite high. Chiellini. Let's talk about Chiellini. I mean, let's just look at this. Wait for this age. Wait for this age. He's 36 years old. He is 36 years old and currently ranked as the 47th best player in FIFA. And to be fair to him, goodness me, he's just. I was watching the Italy game the other night, and he just loves defending. It's weird. He's just one of those players. He just completely loves defending. That's what he lives for, And he just didn't look at all out of place. And I mean, he's been a rocket for Juventus. Luis at 87. Thomas Muller at 49. 49! What does he have to do? I don't understand. What does Thomas Muller have to do? 49. The same as Jamie Vardy. Like, come on. I mean, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, Thomas Muller has reinvented himself. You know, he has been incredible. Lewandowski and Thomas Muller won Bayern Munich the Champions League with some good contributions from Neuer. But Thomas Muller was so important to their treble, and he's sitting there at 49th after Sergio Busquets, after Fabinho and Robertson. Nah, don't agree with that. Sorry. After Bernardo Silva. Come on. No, man. That's my biggest issue right now. PK86 also quite, yeah. I mean, he even said himself he might have to go because he's not good enough. Vardy, Pogba obviously admitted it. I mean, he has dropped, but that's fair enough. He hardly played any football. Verratti at 86. Yeah, look, I'm a big Verratti fan. There we go. That player at Gomez there. So it's interesting to see him. That would have been a big rise there. Henderson at 86. I'm not going to get into it. I think Henderson is a fantastic player. I can understand the leadership side to him, and I think he's offered Liverpool a lot. He's not a better player than David Silva. He's not, and to think that is ludicrous. Yeah, I think he's you know, he's a bit of an engine room and he does a lot of things. But as a footballer, do not try and tell me he's better than the likes of David Silva. And for everybody that kept saying he shouldn't play of the season at the Premier League, you are all lying to yourself. We know that it was Kevin De Bruyne. Carvajal, yeah, look, I mean, that's been a big revelation for Real Madrid right back for Carvajal, because I think they've needed somebody to step up there, and he has. Mats Hummels, for me, he's just not quite the same player he was. He's solid. He's obviously very good. But, yeah, I think on the decline, if you ask me. David Silva, I'm very interested to see how he copes in the league, because he still looked so comfortable in the Premier League and at ease. And, yeah, it just didn't never look... I mean, he just looked so comfortable on the ball. De Gea's a big drop at 86, but he did have a pretty poor season. Varane, for me, always needs to be higher. I mean, I think Varane's one of the best defenders in the world. So for him to be down there at 60th is quite rough, in my opinion. But let's keep going. Geordi Albert. I mean, there's a lot of Barcelona players for a team where there is a lot wrong. Jan Sommer, there we go. So we've got a couple of other teams coming in. Serge Gnabry, that was a big climb, and he has been very good for Bayern. You can't note that. Can we talk about the fact that we still haven't seen Icardi, by the way? Marquinhos there at centre back. Romelu Lukaku, big Rom. He was you can't fault that. He was fantastic for Inter Milan. And just finally sort of settled in a team that works for him. It just didn't work out for United, and that was look, you can say United didn't get the best out of him as much as you want. There's no doubt that physically he wasn't the same player. He was overweight. He was off the pace. And when he went to Inter, they picked up an eating issue in his diet, and they fixed it. Kai Havertz at 85 he was great. Does he deserve to be that high that quickly? Memphis at 85, would enjoy that, but let's say Thiago. Look, I think Thiago is one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment. And this is why I'm so excited about the fact that he might come to United. But yeah, I mean, it's rough when you think. I mean, Sergio Busquets better than Thiago at the moment? Not so sure. Luis Alberto, Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez is a tricky one. He has some really good games, and then he can be quite average at times. But that's fair enough. I mean, Memphis at 85. Congratulations to him, because, you know, he really did go to Lyon and just completely turn his career around. Donnarumma, fair enough. Ziyech. Marco Reus continues to be up there despite never actually playing football, so shout out to how he managed to do that. Timo Werner, Milinkovic-Savic, Wijnaldum. That could be a bit generous in my opinion. De Ligt down at 77. Just hasn't quite happened for De Ligt yet. Sorry, I don't want to go back there. Let's get back to where we were. Oh goodness, now we're all the way back there. Let's go and find De Ligt. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people expect a lot more from him. And I think this will be quite a big season for him. And in a very, very, very old Juventus side, I think he's got a big season ahead of him to try and start proving himself. Thiago Silva just doesn't age. Ricardo Pereira, yeah, he's been very good for Leicester. Insigne, another one who I think is biased by the club he plays for, because he is a class player and he continues to do it for Napoli. But sitting down there at 80th. Pjanic at 81. Marcus Rashford. 85, I think. Yeah, look, I think he would have gone a lot higher had he not been injured, obviously, because his numbers were very, very good, but he did get injured. I mean, at 85 is a reputation because he didn't play any football whatsoever, and he still managed to stay at 83. Parejo at 84. Skriniar, yeah, he has been very good. Koke, not sure I'll go with that one. Dries Mertens, what a cult hero. Bernd Leno, yeah, he has been good. Lenglet, look, I mean, to put Bonucci and Lenglet, I mean, was fantastic for Juventus. You can't really put much for wrong. And Barca leaked easy goals. That's why they didn't win the league. Their defense was an issue. So far we've had Geordi Albert, Lenglet, and Gerard Piqué all in the top 100, and yet the reason that they didn't win, as well as Ter Stegen, but the reason they didn't win the league and didn't do very well in the Champions League was because of the defense. So it's difficult for me to justify having four out of the 5 of your back 4 and goalkeeper in the top 100 when you got beaten 8-2 by Bayern Munich, and then having Muller sitting at 50, who was so instrumental in there. So bit of an odd one for me. Frankie de Jong is going to go up a lot. Rodri, I'm not sure I can go with. I think Rodri had a difficult season for City, to be honest. He started to look towards the end, but he had a bit of a dodgy season, and it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, there's no Upamecano, by the way. There we've got Peter Galaxy for Leipzig, but no Upamecano from Leipzig. Toby Alderweireld, again, quite generous because I think his pace has lost him, and he didn't. Yeah, he's definitely not at his best at the moment, but. Diego Godin, another one. It's difficult because he really struggled, and there was this whole talk about should he have actually moved. And Inter were very good, but I think he by his standards he was pretty poor. Icardi, I always rated Icardi, but so it's good to see him in the top 100. Karl Walker, what's his defensive stats? 50. What am I looking? 80. Ooh, what's 63 a shot? I mean, Karl Walker's all pace these days. Yeah, 92 pace. So that's what gets him there. Alexandro, he's been very good for you. Eriksen can't make the Inter Milan side, but he's the 99th best rated player. And then Haaland in the top 100. Shout out to him, he's back. But look, that's not gonna last for very long. Erling Haaland will be in the top 50, if not the top 20 next season if he continues scoring like he is. So some big names that miss out. Martial misses out. I'm trying to think who else have we missed. Anybody in Liverpool? No, they're all there. City players are mostly all there. Chelsea players, Kante was there. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm trying to think of anybody yet. I think Martial is. Yeah, I mean, to say Rashford was better than at the moment, it's reputation. So I can't think of too many players I would have had within the top 100. But I do think, look, I mean, there are not a lot of Real Madrid attackers, I suppose, but I suppose that has been the issue. No Bale, by the way, in the top 100. So, yeah, that's his career going down. But yeah, I think just a lot of players, obviously, and obviously you can't. It's not just a season. This is what they rated. It's throughout their career. But I think there are a few players who are playing so well compared to some players who are playing so poorly that would have warranted a few positional changes. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. Have you had a look at the ratings? Let me know what you think. Who would you have had number 1? Messi, Ronaldo? What are you thinking? Also, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we can get ourselves a copy of FIFA 21. We can get a career mode going nice and soon and stuff. But make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of the ratings in the comment section below. For me, that is everything over here. I'm back at you with a nice Premier League prediction soon as well. So make sure you monitor the channel to see what's happening there. My name is Steven, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon.